Okay, Friday, 3rd of January 2025. Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Future Friday, plan and strategize. The future of education, online learning and beyond. Now, amazingly, in this day and age we live in, especially with AI, there are basically no topics that you can't learn about online. Auto dictatism. Basically, you're learning at your own pace. There are websites out there are platforms, there are tools out there that you can learn all kinds of topics about, not just with AI. And that then really depends on your level of curiosity, your ability to ask more questions. And there's a nice little concept that talks about that the quality of your life is related to the quality of the questions you ask, in a sense of how smart, specific, technical, scientific, mathematical, you name it, are the questions you ask about certain things in order to learn about the world. Because the more you understand about the world, the first principles of reality, the tighter that distance will be between your perception of the world and how it works and reality as it is, objectively speaking. And the closer that gap is, the better grasp of reality you will have. Therefore, you can understand the world, reason and ration better, and also predict the future because you understand how things work. If I hold a book here and I let go, I know through physics and beyond it's going to drop. Fair enough, as a good example, as a good principle as well. So we want to be learning all the time, learning online, learning in any form, any which way. Books, podcasts, videos, AI, and beyond. There are countless tools and methods to keep learning, and it's powerful, and it's only going to get more and more abundant. Information today in this world we live in is just totally abundant. The answers are all out there for almost basically any question. Even what is the meaning of life? You won't get an exact specific answer, but you will get various shades of philosophical and religious points of view and beliefs and ideas and principles and creeds on that particular question. And that's the point. We want to get all this information, all this data, countless prompts and countless questions to ask AI, bring it all together. And then in your mind, character, attitudes, priorities, values, personality, you name it, all that's like a filter for what you accept and reject and believe or not believe and beyond, or understand or don't understand. All this information, all this data, bring it all together, and then you can filter through it and think, that makes no sense, that's not rational, no way, that's not true, that has to be true, yes, definitely, based on your experiences. And the more experiences and knowledge and understanding you have of the world, the better you can filter through fact from fiction, the better you can filter between fact and fiction. That's powerful. Because then also, the more you learn, the better you can reason and ration and answer your own questions, the better you can understand the world, and as I said, predict the future. That's a powerful tool. And the more you understand the world, learning will get exponentially faster and faster because you can understand more things, you can piece it together, you could put this little bit of data here, this random fact over there, not factoid, fact over here, put it in this massive jigsaw puzzle, this patchwork of knowledge, and it gets a clearer picture. And also, what's a beautiful thing is that you might come across a fact today, a bit of information that might not mean much to you today, but in 6 months' time, 12 months, 18 months, it makes sense. It takes time to sink in, or fully acknowledge, or fully appreciate, or fully understand. Or this information needs this information over here, but you haven't got that yet. This is a prerequisite and easy to understand, but this will take you a good week or two to fully learn or discover in the grand scheme of things in hindsight. That's what I call the cost of discovery. What did it take you to learn this particular fact? Oh, it was a half an hour video. Oh, it was a 5-second YouTube short, things like that. It's that. And that's why curiosity is extremely powerful. And to keep learning. Learning. I did a video about this as well, the cost of discovery. Powerful way of looking at education and understanding. And information is a commodity, it's everywhere. And because it's ubiquitous, because it's essentially free, You can spend one moment typing a question to AI and ask it again, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, copy and paste, and it'll keep telling you more and more information. So data, information out there is so abundant, it's basically cheap. But what then is applicable, I mean, what's then more valuable is the application of data, the application of these ideas, using it, turning it. I did a video about this as well, modern day alchemy, turning ideas, which just things we get from thin air in our minds, imagination, or from AI and beyond, turning into something tangible, a book, fiction, a non-fiction, something in the world, physical or non-physical, intangible, videos and tweets and beyond, or something physical that you can monetize and create and put into the world and impact the world in your own way. That's amazing. That's powerful. That is where the money is as well, because information is abundant, but it's application of it, doing stuff with that information, to change the world, and or the service of it, using that information and serving people in the context of business. So, for example, a chef. A master chef could put his recipes in a book, or YouTube, wherever else. A book, for example, inexpensive, whatever else, in a book. People can read that book. It's a sales funnel tool. They use it and build rapport and know, like, and trust the person. And there's a call to action to the website, things like that. So here's his recipe. Here's the ingredients. Here's the recipe. All these things, all the secrets, let's say, it's all right there. Fair enough. It's information's everywhere, especially now with AI. And then what that chef could charge for is charge a lot of money to do it for the people, or even, let's say, online course in some fashion where they are demonstrating how to do it. A service, do it for them or demonstrating how to do it. Information is free and cheap, or higher price tag, more valuable information, video, higher price tag, a service, something you can't replicate online, but an in-person service, or a classroom in some fashion. A live classroom, that application of that knowledge is much more valuable, and that makes artisanal businesses very unique. As of lately, I've been discussing some interesting consequences about AI with someone, and I was using an analogy to describe it to IKEA. So IKEA, let's say an IKEA chair is £20, for example. And a very, very utilitarian approach will be, this chair works, does the trick, I can use it, sit in it, work in it, etc. Perfect. Utilitarian. It does the job. Perfect. That's one side, spectrum. Mass produced, does the job. And that's information, AI, all these things that becomes ubiquitous, or becomes inexpensive. And the flip side to that is this bespoke custom chair made by a carpenter to your dimensions exactly, your height, your bone structure, everything, made with high quality wood and 15 years of experience, for example. Quality, high quality, bespoke, unique. That's the complete opposite end of mass produced, where it's just for you. And that demands a high price tag, because you're paying for the experience, paying for the value, paying for the outcome, the quality, the materials, the total perfection, just how perfect it is for you. Dimensions, height, bone structure, everything. It's just for you. Utilitarianly speaking, it does the exact same job, but it's just for you. Interesting. Notice the phrase there, just for you. Therefore demands a higher price tag, because there's thousands and thousands of chairs you can buy, but this one is perfect, dimensionally speaking, for you. There we are. Demands a higher price tag. And I think with the way the world in education is going, a lot of skills out there in the world, like blacksmithing, like glass blowing, like horseback riding, that today are old, redundant skills we don't need, will in the future be very artisanal. Skills that people would pay high money to see or to witness. For example, there's the Royal Ascot, and there's the Derby. Horse racing. Okay. No one really talks about using horses to get around the place, but you have a horse and it's expensive to maintain. It's a luxury good. There are these TV shows out there where people who are blacksmiths that make swords. I forgot the name of the show completely. I remember seeing it a couple of years ago, I guess. And they make these swords, and they cut things, and they slice things, melons and blocks of ice, things like that. Wow. But who's a blacksmith today? It's so rare and unique and artisanal skill, it's got its own TV show. And horseback riding is so unique and rare, it's got its own national annual event that people go to. And polo is a rare hobby, it's a rare, expensive hobby. Owning a horse is a rare and expensive hobby. But no one's going to bother saying a horse is better than a car. But that's just the idea. Exactly. A car now is ubiquitous and horses are rare. Same with glass blowing. No one really bothers, looking for unique. There are places in Venice where you can go and watch glass blowing happen, and then you can get these very unique artisanal glasses, vases, whatever else, beautiful things. And that information, those ideas are out there. You can learn all about horses online, how to care for them, whatever else, and learn all about blacksmithing, the principles of it, the concepts of it. Yeah, great. But then go and do it. That's where the real money's in. That's where the real craft is in. That's the real uniqueness. That's powerful. Because information is so abundant, it's the application of it that's going to make it more unique and create a very interesting artisanal market in the future. And likewise, in the future, 15, certainly 30 years from now, people will look at driving a manual car with a gear stick as old and archaic. You drive a manual, petrol or diesel car. It doesn't drive itself and has no AI integrated to it. Well, how basic is that? Just how we would look at a Model T and look how basic and archaic it is, or even a horse. Why would you use a horse for your daily commute? It's just weird. In the future, you use an auto. You have to change gears yourself. You have to watch the road all the time. No self-driving functionality. Well, that's weird. Exactly. Just like the same in the future. Exactly the same idea. These artisanal things will appear because of the information and ideas are so abundant. It's powerful. It really, really is powerful, and that's just the way the world goes, and just the way it is. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, these skills would be known by a few people. It would be no grand secret. It would be things you can learn. It just takes time and discipline and dedication to learn and master. And people will master it over time. It's amazing. It's powerful. It really, really is. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's Daily Vlog, sharing smart stuff Ben should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.